Yasna, this is sheer madness. You're heading straight to the enemy base.
This is the only way I can find out what's going on here. What happened to our people? I have several hours of travel ahead of me.
You can still turn back.
No. And if you try to convince me otherwise, I'll just turn the radio off.
Fine. I'll stop insisting. Please just understand the position you put me in. As a commander, now I have to decide whether to risk detection by the Alliance. Because by putting yourself in their hands, you're risking not only your own life, but also the rest of the crew's.
I totally understand. Can't you wait a few more hours? I still need your support, sir.
Yeah. And I still want to be here to help you. Please don't turn off your radio. I'm not going anywhere. You're approaching their coordinates. Yasna,
Yes?
I understand that no matter what I say, it won't change your mind. But please be careful. First, observe them from a distance, and only then take action.
I will be cautious. Like always. Just because I'm acting against your orders doesn't mean I intend to be foolish, sir.
It's comforting in its own way that even in an act of insubordination, you want to remain professional. I'll let you know when you cross their perimeter. Once you've crossed, hide the rover. Behind a bend, run to a ledge. Telemetry observation will be vital. Once we know the camp's weaponry situation, we'll decide what to do next.
Copy that. Hey! What was that?
I've set up a warning signal. Now you're near enough that they can see the rover.
Okay, the rover's hidden.
You've yet to find a convenient hideout for yourself, from where you can see their base.
Some object is flying over their base.
Can you tell me more?
It's 15, 20 meters high. It has an upright silhouette, and it looks like a balloon.
It could be a balloon.
And that doesn't surprise you?
Not everything that flies needs jet engines. What markings does it have?
RB1. What does it mean?
It's an ID number. Denotes an advanced scout balloon. How far from you is it?
Around 400.
Not as far as I would like it to be. Might have you within camera range.
Oh, shit. I think I'm too far away. I headed into the open area.
Don't panic. Since no one's interrupted us, I'll assume they haven't located you yet.
It's a field base. Multi-module. For about several dozen people. Rather well equipped. There's lots of transporters here.
I'm not surprised. Missions with a large crew, transport modules were an integral part of the field camp.
Remind me, how many crew members were they supposed to send on the Invincible?
Over 100.
Great. They have a second antimat. As if the first one wasn't enough.
Is it active?
Probably not, but Proton alone knows.
What about people? Can you see anyone?
Not yet. Maybe they're hiding in modules.
Most of them for sure, but I'd be surprised if they didn't assign...
I see someone.
Just one?
For now, yes.
Is that all?
I think so.
And please keep going. You can assume that their equipment has already detected your presence. Or it will soon enough. There's no point in further postponing the inevitable.
Still, I'm glad that I stopped. I feel better knowing that there's no heavily armed military waiting for me there.
Me too, Doctor. Me too.
Too bad I don't have a white flag.
We'll most likely lose contact soon. So let me be clear. Your situation is highly precarious. You cannot trust the Alliance or expect them to be willing to help. If things don't go our way, I'll do everything in my power to negotiate your safe return to the Commonwealth. Worst case scenario, we'll opt for a prisoner exchange. Until then, please cooperate with them. And during the interrogation, don't resist. Astrobiologists generally do not possess information that's sensitive to the Commonwealth. At worst, you'll give away the details of our last mission. Of course, it'd be better if that didn't happen. But I know their methods of interrogation, and in all fairness...
Astrogator, I believe in the face of a common threat, we'll find a common language, and we can simply cooperate, pushing political animosities aside.
I hope you're right, Doctor. But even if we disregard decades of mutual enmity, we must keep in mind human nature. Homo homini lupus. Just because you want to talk to them doesn't mean they'll listen. I'd rather expect they'll be asking the questions and you'll be answering them.
Since we have no idea what's going to happen, I want you to know that you were always a fair commander, even if you were quite strict. I guess what I'm trying to say is...
Please, stop, Doctor. You can tell me when you get back. In person. Understood?
Yes, sir. Access to the base is protected by a force field.
If these are Dirac emitters, and I'm sure they are, nothing will get through. Is there an opening from the other side?
I'll see. How odd.
What?
There's no one here. Nobody.
Impossible. Even if there aren't many of them in the camp, someone would have noticed you.
I'm not blind, sir. There's really no one here.
Could be some kind of trick.
Not a living... I'm going. What have I got to lose anyway?
Your life, Doctor.
I'm going in. Clear. For now. I can't hear anyone either. Moving on. It's still quiet. It's eerie. Empty. Everywhere, just empty.
Baffling. Who abandons an entire base?
I'm at the central module. In the headquarters.
You walked in, just like that.
Yeah? The doors were open.
Unbelievable. Just unbelievable.
I have a record of their mission. Each step, location, units, including dates.
I'm all ears.
Day 0, landing place. Their main ship's in sector AQ-28.
The Invincible? What? They didn't move it?
Huh, seems so.
I'll try to track it down. Please tell me what else is in there.
Well, like us, they became interested in the ocean. They got there on the 7th day.
Quite late.
Guess they weren't in a hurry. Before setting up this base, they were stationed not far from here, but seemed very determined to reach this area. They dug a vast system of tunnels.
When did they finally get here?
On the 15th day of the mission. They conducted research and during excavations found, you won't guess, metal structures.
So we had no chance to outrun them.
Yeah. And they were already at an advanced stage of works when we were still in orbit. In the end, they sent a convoy to a neighboring sector.
So that was their last move.
Well, there's no information about their return. Maybe I'll find them there.
Highly probable. Do you know what the current day of their mission is?
They left on the 25th day. That's all I know. Well, I can't back out now. I have to follow them.
Well, it's your decision. Although I admit I'm also starting to wonder what you'll find.
People, Astrogator. They must be somewhere.
I'm sending a satellite. Soon I'll have an image of the area where the ship landed. We'll see if the Invincible's still there.
I'll continue to search their base. On the 24th day, they sent a convoy north to the sector. Oh, to the sector where I found Gorski.
You suspect they went after him, having detected his signal?
Oh, surely they could detect him. They could have detected all of us. But would they really do something about it?
Well, for some reason they left their base. I'm assuming that has something to do with it.
Or if they had something to hide, that might explain their urgency. Ditching all that equipment. They've got a device for intercepting alarm signals. There isn't much of it. Single record. The guy survived. Someone saved him. Interesting. Coordinates changed upwards, which indicates he was evacuated by air. The alarm signal broke off high above the ground. One, 8, 5, 6, 1.
754. Yes, it's Gorski.
You said he died during the night.
Correct. I did. I couldn't let you go back to those ruins.
Did you send the lander? When?
While you were still on your way to the base, Artie carried him on board, secured him. Gorski's in the infirmary now. The prognosis is cautious, but his condition has stabilized.
I can't believe you lied to me. More than anything, I'm glad he's alive. I would have gone back for him, you know.
I do, which was the very reason why I couldn't tell you. I wanted to send a lander for him once you were safe. You wouldn't have listened to me otherwise, just like you didn't listen before. Giving away your tank, going to the Alliance base.
I admit, you had your reasons to believe I'd disobey you. Doesn't mean I like it one bit. I'm at the control station. Several units can be controlled from here. I wonder which... Ah, damn. One's unavailable.
Probably out of reach. Or they took it.
I'm entering the next module. I guess it's a biolab. They had the opportunity to study organisms preserved in the ocean. Oh, they've discovered...
Let me guess. Fishes similar to those on Earth.
Yeah, very similar. Apart from one. I've never seen anything like this. They discovered a new organ. Even managed to run some tests already. According to their conclusions,
Yes?
it detects electromagnetic waves. In order to develop such an organ, they must have had a strong external stimulus. They detect the waves to survive. It started rotting.
It?
The fish.
In a bacteria-free environment? How so?
All living organisms serve as breeding grounds for bacteria. And there were both fish and humans in here. No longer alive. The scientists excavated some animal remains and reconstructed their hypothetical appearance. I found similar remains underground, right after finding Gorski. I wasn't sure if it was my imagination or not. Now there's no doubt. So long ago, reptilian organisms roamed the surface of Regis 3. I could spend all day here if I could.
I'm not surprised, Doctor.
Still, nothing. It looks like a geology lab. They conducted a soil survey 500 meters deep.
Oh, that's a big piece of history, so to speak. What did they find?
Millions of years ago, life was abundant on the planet.
That would match our assumptions.
Yeah. Subdelta 92 class planets have very favorable conditions for the development of a biosphere.
So what happened? Did they draw any conclusions?
According to them, the extinction of life was caused by a supernova explosion.
The ground activity does not indicate...
It happened long ago. Longer than we anticipated. They've dated this event to 10 million years ago.
Only this one? The supposed end of Lyran's civilization.
Well, that's never been proven. There was practically no trace of them.
All right. What happened after?
Life was slowly recovering, but never returned to the pre-supernova peak.
Not enough time?
No. At first, it developed quickly, but then slowed down and declined.
Because another disaster?
Astrogator, the change in the biosphere development curve coincides with the occurrence of ferruginous clays.
This whole metal contraption, do I understand correctly?
Yes. I don't know what that has to do with it, though. Metals are really not that dangerous. The radioactive deposits marked here are not a definitive obstacle for life either. The biosphere has the ability to perfectly adapt, develop defense mechanisms, and fight back effectively.
Well, unless the planet is hit by a supernova wave.
Yes. Such sudden events leave no time for adaptation. Even if we assume that these metals were lethal to organic life, that extinction shouldn't last forever. And yet, life never again developed beyond the waters.
Does this mean another Dominator has appeared on the land? Or one that leaves no trace behind?
Therein lies the rub. The Alliance have conducted a great deal of research. That they haven't found a logical explanation for this phenomenon is, to put it mildly, disturbing. Clearly, we're dealing with something beyond our comprehension. And I mean human comprehension in general. The range of their ground measurements covers a much wider area. To my eye, it seems they use advanced sonar. What they dug up here stretches for tens of kilometers.
What do you mean? What's in the ground, Doctor?
Metal deposits. Those structures. We still don't know where they came from. In such a peculiar form. Unbelievable. only do we know nothing about their origin, but the arrangement of these deposits is sort of puzzling. A ring system with a distinct center. This base stands on the outer ring. The center of it is in... under the city. Huh. The one I escaped from.
So their presence there had nothing to do with us?
Looks like it.
Did they determine the entity's function? Origin? Anything?
Well, it's hard to say. There's nothing here about it. One of these diagrams shows a geological cross-section. As suspected, it's all metal below the surface, of relatively thin layers of rock. But compared to the rest of the continent, the deposits in this region are significantly younger. The silhouette I saw.
Yes?
It's just a robot. Force field's down. I open the passage. I can follow the convoy route now.
When you're ready, Doctor. One more minute, and our satellite will be over their ship. Oh, we're lucky. Clouds are low. Fortunately, their ship's not here. Neither there or...
Are you still looking?
Not here either. Ah, bingo.
Yes?
Found it. They're still on the planet. Didn't fly away.
Good to know. Thank you. Focus. What now? Force field's down. I open the passage. We can follow the convoy route now.
When you're ready, Doctor. One more minute, and our satellite will be over their ship. Oh, we're lucky. Clouds are low. Fortunately, their ship's not here. Neither there or...
Are you still looking?
Not here either. Ah, bingo.
Yes?
Found it. They're still on the planet. Didn't fly away.
Good to know. Thank you. I'm leaving the base. Going after the convoy. Well, I've got to the place where they were digging. It's hard to miss. They set up a huge machine at the center. It must weigh thousands of tons. The ship that brought all of this must be...
Gigantic, yes. The Invincible surpasses any of our units, even the largest orbital stations. In my opinion, it's a bit excessive.
Gives me the chills just knowing it's not far from here.
Well, maybe you won't have to see it at all.
Two modules were placed nearby. The first one looks residential. The second one is a mobile laboratory. They excavated a lot of different objects, in terms of shape and size. I tried to arrange them somehow, to classify them.
Were they successful?
It looks promising. If they had spent a little more time, they would surely have come up with something.
And yet they gave up all efforts. How far to that convoy?
Oh, not far. Even if I make a few stops, it won't take long. There's also a couple of smaller cranes here. In comparison to the Colossus, they look like it's pups.
Yes, I got it. They have big machines. Bigger than ours.
Interesting. They found a sizable object deep underground. Stands out from the rest. It's not a part of the structures, but rather an independent, autonomous machine.
Also metal.
Yes.
So, a robot? Or something else that finally looks familiar?
Well, it looks a lot more like a robot than the other structures. The excavator has a massive work area. They had photos of the site in the database, taken before they started digging. It's unrecognizable. Inside, there's a structure. Yes, a metal one. Similar to the ones on the surface. But these are completely hidden underground. According to the schemes from the geological unit, metal can be found in every part of this area. Yasna, focus. What now? Astrogator, I've already covered most of the convoy route. I'm entering a more enclosed area. A ravine, to be precise.
I see. Can I count on a tactical report?
Of course. A simple analysis of the situation won't hurt anyone.
That's for sure.
The road ahead leads straight to where the convoy was heading.
Well then, what are you waiting for? Any doubts?
No, I don't. I still think we have to go there. If they're not in the base, they must be somewhere, damn it.
So, what's on your mind?
I can just drive in there, straight to the convoy. Or try and take a side path, to remain unnoticed until the very last moment.
Bold assumption. Could be an unnecessary detour. I leave that to your judgment, though. It's your call, Yasna.
All right. I'll try to get there via the side path. Radiation level is rising rapidly.
Yasna, be careful. Of radiation. Of other people. Just watch yourself.
Considering the radioactive environment, I assume the probability of finding people here is close to zero.
It might well indicate something quite the opposite. Human technology equals radiation, after all.
I found a way to the convoy. What might interest you, sir, is that it appears to be a mechanically drilled tunnel. Circular, precise.
I'm more curious about what's on the other end. Although curious might not be quite the right word. You all right?
Yes, I am. Oh, shit. They're close. At least one. There's not a soul. I don't see anyone. Oh no. Astrogator. They're dead.
So you found someone.
After seeing their base, I had a feeling it might end like this. Still, I wonder, what were they looking for? Was it that they killed them? Just what the hell? Found the antimat. It looks damaged, but its log may still be intact.
Copy that. Proceed.
Okay. I'm getting into the antimat's recorder. What do we have here? They were preparing for departure. The convoy's heading somewhere. Coordinates match the location of the base we've searched. All of the Alliance's semi-autonomic machines can be remotely controlled, right?
Yes.
In that case, they were conducting an inspection before marching out. The antimatter's in an escort mode. I was there! It's the location with the giant cranes, right before they lifted that strange artifact above ground level. They're getting close to where I am now. They're here, sending a probe. It's hard for them to reach the site. That's why they're trying to get there from above. Tunneling their way through with a beam of antimatter.
How subtle. Can you locate the breach?
Looks like they found whatever they were looking for in that ominous tunnel. Of course.
Don't jump to conclusions, Doctor. Not before you finish. We need to know what to expect there first.
Those containers ended up in one of the transporters. I wonder if it's still nearby. Shame. The transport's leaving. Something's going on. One man's trying to draw the attention of the others to... I have no idea what's beyond the frame. The photo is such poor quality. I can clearly see the fear on his face. One of them is staring with concern at an instrument. Some sort of meter. Measurements are also strange. The electromagnetic field is in the upper range.
That's a recurring factor, which explains nothing, really. We're going in circles instead of getting you off this planet. Is there anything actually helpful in those photos?
Don't you want to know what happened, sir?
I do. If my crew was safe and sound, I'd gladly investigate it myself. Explaining this mystery would not only expand our knowledge, but also bring us honor and glory. Not to mention the exposure of the Alliance's incompetence. At the moment, though, I have other priorities, Doctor.
Next slide. People rushing out of the tunnel, running from whatever's in there.
But are we still considering whether you should go inside? I admit it's all very intriguing, but also too risky. What I'm trying to say is, I fear for your safety, Yasna.
Rightly so. I'd be scared out of my mind if not for our link. You help me keep it together. One of the antimats has fired straight into the tunnel.
And? What happened next?
There's nothing else. Only darkness.
Can't you see what he was aiming for?
It's ceasing to protect the convoy. There's a bunch of unidentified targets. It has trouble recognizing any of the 9,999 objects. The counter reached its limit, I guess.
Sounds like a major fault in the circuitry. Combine that with tremendous firepower and it means big trouble.
Total panic. Everyone's trying to escape. There's also a second antimat. It's shooting into the air.
Unbelievable. Both were faulty.
Astrogator. The antimat's new objective is to eliminate, instead of protecting.
What happens next?
The second antimat. That's what destroyed it. People are frozen with fear. They don't know what to do. It's firing directly at the crew. Shooting them. One by one. It's horrifying what an antimatter beam does to the human body.
I'm sorry you have to see this, Yasna. Regis 3 doesn't spare you.
Damn this mission. I curse whoever sent us here to play some half-assed spy game. Someone hid behind a rock.
How do you know?
This antimat has thermal imagery. Hiding from it made no difference. One man has raised his hands in surrender. If only a machine could take pity on him.
With a proper programming, it could recognize such gestures, but it could never feel compassion. No.
It killed him. The machine just killed him. Oh, fuck.
Yasna?
The last photo is from a few moments ago. I'm on it.
Bloody hell, so it's not dead after all. The machine that massacred the Alliance is still operational, and it could target you at any moment.
Let's hope not.
Perhaps it's best to hope. While moving away. If that's all...
What about that tunnel?
Right.
So? I'll go check it out.
I know you will, Yasna. Proceed.
I can hear a rhythmic, metallic sound coming from beyond the tunnel.
Take your time, Yasna.
I can't hear. I don't understand you, sir. The audio's breaking up. I'll get back to you once I reach the end. It's an Arctan. coming at me. Huh. I got out. Well, inside a cave.
Yasna, can you hear me? Over.
Copy that. I don't feel too. My head feels like it's bursting from pressure.
Breathe, Yasna. You need to rest.
No. No. I'm better now.
All right. Can you tell me what's in there?
Seems like this robot started a task and then got stuck in a loop.
What task?
Carrying boxes. It took one but never left.
Why do you think it's stuck?
Well, it goes in circles, using the same path. This place is full of metal bushes.
Same as the ones before.
Well, the lower parts of the bushes are, well, to put it, fruitless.
So the Alliance came to pick the fruits.
I think their crew took some soil samples. There's this chipped rock, revealing what lies beneath the surface.
Which is more metal?
Yes, a metal interior. Roots are exposed as well. They're not embedded in any rock, but in a tissue-like alloy.
Metal bushes growing out of metal soil.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
So all the bushes in this area, and there are plenty of them as I understand, appear to grow on the rock, but deep down their roots are embedded in metal. Perhaps you should take a closer look at them, Doctor. Can you please check them, Yasna?
Do you have anything specific in mind?
Doctor, if it's all metal...
Then I'll use a detector. Right. I'm checking. Give me a sec.
Perfect.
Everything matches. There's metal all around. And the bushes have a direct connection with the whole system.
Interesting. Sounds similar...
To the structures I saw following Gorski. Yes. Huh. Well, perhaps it's... looks like 2 generations. One, old, dead, a relic. Second, these bushes... grew in the remains of the former generation.
Hang on. Are you saying that this new generation is alive? And the old one used to be alive?
We can't rule it out.
And you say that as a biologist? I haven't heard you mention cells, membranes, organs, or green bodies, which leads me to one conclusion. That thing is not alive, Doctor.
Well, we're used to calling all life proteinaceous, especially ourselves. But that's on Earth. The universe doesn't give a damn about our classifications.
Yasna, are you abandoning your profession? All you have learned, discovered, researched so far?
I'm just opening up to the unknown. I'm pretty sure the box is filled with research material. Those fruits.
Could you retrieve them somehow?
It won't be easy to snatch a crate from its steel grip. I'll come closer first. Shit! I can't handle it anymore. What disappeared?
You must have broken its loop.
I didn't.
No, you must have done something. Never mind. We'll try to locate it. But first of all, get out of there now.
I found the robot. It hasn't gone far.
Good. Please follow it.
Oh, fuck. Fuck, it's getting up.
What? The robot?
No, the antimat.
You need to act fast. Move, Yasna. But...
No.
Yasna? Are you alive?
Yes. It destroyed the robot.
What's it doing now?
Oh, no. Novak, you're a fine advocate. You always have been.
What are you saying, Doctor?
You've always been a great support for the entire crew.
No. Don't die on me now. I'm begging you. Don't give up. You can't. You can't. Failed you. Sorry. So fucking sorry. It's all my fault. You hear me? All mine. It was my decision. I decided to accept this mission. I brought us here.
How did I survive? Wait. You said you had a choice.
Yes. You're alive.
If you could reject it, why didn't you?
After a series of successful missions, are you safe now?
Safe enough.
And the antimat?
He decided not to shoot me after all. Please continue, sir. I'm all ears.
You will agree that we were doing very well. Outstanding results.
That's how it ought to end. Well.
Yes, I fully agree, but then it seemed this could have been the crowning achievement of the entire expedition. Just imagine...
You could have at least asked us.
I did wrong. I know that now. I will never forgive myself for it. Neither do I expect you to.
Oh, to hell with it. I can't really blame you. After all, you're the commander. It's your job to make decisions like that. And live with the consequences.
Right. It means a lot to hear that from you, Yasna. Thank you. So, what do we do now? Will you finally let me send Hopper for you?
I can't just fly away. Now more than ever. I won't rest until I find out what happened to our people. And what we can do to aid them. For now, you can forget about the research material. The only thing left of the Arctan is its feet. It's cooled down.
Considering all the factors, I would assume everyone in the convoy is dead. If there's anything more to learn, it's from the recording devices. The first antimat told us a lot. The second one is destroyed. You spoke about the probe. Should be a valuable source of information. And the rovers. Are they on the convoy list?
Actually, it's right in front of me. Why even bother with security measures when they just leave keys in locks anyway?
Extremely unreasonable.
So, let's hear it.
Hello, base. This is Antka.
Hello, Antka. Tesla here. I can hear you.
Reporting. 25th day of the mission, 7:15 a.m. We arrived.
I saw it on the
We
slides.
encountered a terrain obstacle, but it has been removed.
You can skip ahead if you would.
We've established permanent access to the extraction site, separated the material for research. Now we're securing the first transport. Dr. Boza and Osterhaus have already begun their preliminary research here on site.
Gotcha. I'm passing it on. Let us know if there are any updates.
Of course. Over and out.
There's more.
Hey,
Hello, convoy. Anka, come in. Are you there?
yes, I'm here. We're finishing loading. Preparing to depart.
Don't!
Gets tense.
Leave the material behind and return to the base.
But why? What happened?
Scouts came back from this whole city.
Tesla? What's going on? Hello? Tesla, come in.
Navigator speaking. Don't take anything. Just get out of there. Immediately. That's an order.
Last saved recording.
Amazing. Microbots grouping and flying together, similar to flies, capable of affecting other machines, even to the point that those affected become dangerous to humans.
The microbots, they must be dangerous as well. I don't know how, but not all people were killed by larger robots.
I think I figured it out, partially at least. The Alliance scientists were very clear that all of this had to do with an electromagnetic field, the field emitted by these flies. When people displayed disturbing symptoms, field measurements showed above average values. At first, I thought it was a sensoric malfunction, after all the machines were broken. It turns out that field damaged them. So, all the malfunctions occurred afterward.
Why didn't I think of it sooner? Prolonged exposure to strong electromagnetic fields can be harmful to the human brain. Usually it concerns the long-term effects, months and years of unfavorable conditions.
Please elaborate, Doctor. What sort of effects?
Various brain dysfunctions. It may even lead to the arrest of vital organs.
So that's how... Merit.
Most probably. Another known effect of the EM field is memory loss. The human organism continues to function normally, but the human being as such is helpless, vulnerable. Like a baby, they don't understand the world around them.
Can such a person learn the world anew?
I can't be sure. There's no precedence. Even if there is room for development, learning everything all over, they won't remember anything. Even language, their past, our voyages together. Let's face it, this new life of theirs will be far from normal. They'll be aged children, walking curiosities, oddities, lab rats. All that made them gone to hell.
Perhaps researching those flies will help us to better aid our people. We're theorizing for now. Be worth examining. Confirm at least.
Got it, Astrogator. I'll search for those containers of flies. I've located one of the transporters, sir. Please don't celebrate yet, though. Something strange has happened to it.
Get to the point, please. What's wrong with it?
The outer shell is damaged. There are holes everywhere.
Like, from bullets?
No, it looks like it's been corroded by strong acid. The door to the cargo bay has budged a little, but it won't open fully. It's too awkward to squeeze in. whole vehicle is just stuffed with bushes.
But can you see past them?
Not quite yet. Now. I can see broken containers. No sign of the flies.
Just plenty of bushes.
You have some theories, sir?
Everything that comes to my mind seems absurd.
Well, look, I think it might work like this. The bushes and flies have a symbiotic relationship. I even consider that the flies are part of the bushes. Just like the fruits. If the flies can fly, they behave more like insects, and the bushes like plants.
I see we're getting back to biological analogies. According to your profession, do I correctly conclude that you are confident that this can be a life form?
Given the age of the oldest forms and the evidence of continued activity, differentiation, a particular drive towards miniaturization, improvement, and lethal effectiveness, I dare say that we are dealing with an evolution here. Far longer than that of human. Also very different. And dead.
Necroevolution. Mortis evolutionis. I still don't understand where this change is coming from.
What if I said that the flies and bushes are the same thing, but in different forms? When they need to move, they develop moving parts, the flies. When they need to multiply, expand their volume, they settle on the metal substrate, form bushes, absorb raw material, and they are again ready to transform and relocate to a new source. And so on and so forth.
And I can tell you it's the most sophisticated form of being I've ever heard of, with all the skepticism that comes with it.
The second transporter is under a force field. It's hovering above the ground.
So it is operational. Probably also in better shape than the other one.
It certainly looks better.
The cargo may be intact then.
The force field melted adjacent rocks.
They had to run the generator on full power. They were defending themselves after all.
From the swarm of flies, I presume.
We don't know how large it was. They didn't capitulate. That's a good sign.
Well, I don't know that. So far, I can only confirm that the field has not dissipated. Yet. There are powerful emitters in the center. Similar to those on Energobots.
Emitters only? Do they look like they're buried in the ground?
Yeah.
Then you're looking at the top of the Energobot. Well, look carefully. Energobots can bury themselves in such a way that only the emitters protrude from the surface.
Ah, got it. I know how to get inside. Under this field.
Will you dig a tunnel?
I won't have to. There's already an entrance. I just need to get to it. Astrogator, I found their probe. Looks like it hid from the flies. Or just ended up here by pure luck.
Luck indeed. Its registry could be valuable, especially if it managed to photograph everything from a greater distance.
I got inside the field. Do you copy, sir?
Of course. The force field doesn't block radio waves. I suggest the following. If this transporter is actually running, it doesn't make any sense to take out the containers and carry them with you. You're going to take the whole transport. You'll have the flies in large numbers, and a powerful means of transport that can fly over terrain inaccessible to the rover. But before you leave, you need to take down the force field. So first, the Energobot, turning off the force field, then transporter, departure. All clear?
All good and clear as the sky is blue. Just waiting for things to go sideways. Just as I thought. The equipment's still active, but everyone here's dead. The field is no longer a problem. Disabled.
Perfect. All that's left is to get the flies out of there.
I'm climbing onto the hovering transporter.
Before you leave, though, please check. That the cargo is intact.
All good. I hope. Will this really help our people, Astrogator?
It will, I'm sure. So, what? Off we go? Yasna, what are you wondering about?
Yeah, sure. I got lost for a moment there because of the flies.
You'll have a lot of time to think about it. Now we have to check if you'll be able to leave with this transport.
Of course, I'm on it. Although first, I'd like to see them up close.
Very well. Just hurry up.
must admit, they look amazing.
Yasna, what have you done?
I'm watching them, nothing more. Don't worry, sir.
What? Some goddamn black holes up in the stratosphere. And you say not to worry. Just look outside, Doctor. See for yourself.
It's no wonder, sir, how large a group of these flies could be. I can tell you, it can be gigantic.
Yasna, I know. I can see it from fucking orbit. What are you waiting for? Get out of there.
Hello, Dragonfly. I found, but everything's all right. I'm fine. Oh shit! That's good. They're alive. These bushes. Something's flying out of them. It's those creatures. They're the ones doing it.
Fuck! The same thing over and over again! No wonder we finally ran out of luck. Too much of this damn curiosity. Who needs to know what might kill us? We're getting killed anyway. My people. Antimatter guns. TARS. World wiped out.
I don't know if I should interrupt your speech, sir. It is quite interesting to listen to.
Yes, sir. This is too much. I'll ask you how many times already.
The fourth time, if I counted correctly. But I'm not planning another.
The first four weren't planned either.
At least we learnt the truth about this planet and the inorganic beings that inhabit it.
What good does that do us, though?
We know the cause of the stupor. Maybe we can find a way to cure our people. If anyone from the Alliance survived, and they already started their research into a cure.
I wouldn't count on it. It's more likely they're all dead.
Not necessarily. It's a large base, and I only found a few bodies. The rest of them must be somewhere.
Or you'll find more corpses, Yasna.
Hey! Something changed. The balloon over the base disappeared.
You mean it flew away, or did it fall to the ground?
Oh, I hope it's the latter. If it caught the west wind, it would have fallen in this area. We're lucky. It's hanging from a cliff, close to the ground.
Can you get to it? Unhook it?
Maybe that won't be necessary. Oh, shit. Somebody's here.
If all you're seeing is dots on the tracker,
No. I can see them with my own eyes. 2 of them, even.
2 people alive.
Huh? Where did they go?
Have you lost them?
Well, I can't see them now. They were here just a second ago.
Are you sure? What did they look like?
One was wearing an Alliance suit, a green one. The other one, I don't know. He looked different.
I see. And now they are nowhere to be found.
Damn right.
Doctor,
Oh, just a moment ago, my consciousness was over the ocean. I saw a big black cloud that appeared out of nowhere, which I then forgot. And now these ghosts.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The sight of them was so vivid. Just for a moment. I've been looking for someone for so long.
I suggest focusing on what's certain. That balloon is still there, is it not? If it had operational cameras, we might get some answers.
You don't have to convince me, Astrogator. I'm going.
The rover is nearby if needed.
Good to know. Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Let me just say this. Literally everything hurts. I don't know where frustration ends and a contused lung begins. But at least
Yes.
I'm alive. You know what, sir? That whole incident at the start of my journey,
Yes, I remember.
I got badly hurt back then, and I damaged the radio.
And you lost your memory.
The thing is, it wasn't the real cause. There were bushes there too, remember, sir? Just after the fall, the same black cloud of flies gathered above me. They subjected my brain to an electromagnetic field.
Yes, now that's what you suspect.
I know it. The memory of that event came back to me.
So it was the flies all along. In the case of our crew as well.
Yes. And that antimat in the tunnels and the whole convoy. It happened to all of them. I'm getting close to this fallen balloon.
What's so funny?
Oh, nothing, sir. It's just, in my mind it sounded like the title of some Renaissance painting.
The fallen balloon of Regis.
Yes, exactly. I found the recorder.
The fallen recorder of Regis.
Please stop. From the top. Let's see. The balloon goes up. You can see the immediate surroundings of the base. Huh. I didn't see that from below. They parked several vehicles on top of a nearby hill. Huh. The balloon is moving away from the base.
Which direction?
Approximately south. It found some water reservoirs. Many of them. Rocks, water, sand.
Anything noteworthy?
No, not really. No people, units, nor significant changes in the surroundings. The balloon's completing its loop. It seems quieter at the base. But there's still a few people. They're grouping up. 12 people gathered in the square, next to the vehicles. 2 vehicles that weren't there before. They've left. There are no vehicles. There's no one. They must have set off towards their old base.
Or to the ship.
But why didn't they wait for the convoy to return?
Maybe they didn't know the others were in trouble.
Doubtful. It was after the Cloud's attack.
Well then, apparently that's how the Alliance treats its people. Lousily, without dignity.
The subsequent shots are similar to each other. They show an empty base. There are actually quite a few of these. Oh, it captured the moment I entered the base. And it's empty again. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I was on my way to the convoy by then.
So we won't find out anything else.
Wait, you're wrong. Someone was in the base. A man.
So he's real after all.
Yes, I'm not crazy. I saw him.
I never suggested you were. Nevertheless, I apologize. Shouldn't have doubted your words, Jasna. But where is this man now? And can we expect any more?
I think he's near the base. Judging by the last slide, the Alliance must have a hideout there.
And we need to go back, I guess. You know, Doctor, decades of space travel have instilled a certain conviction in me. I think people can be more dangerous and deceitful than anything else we may encounter on our journey.
I know that. Sometimes I think the presence of humans is the worst thing that happened in space. Or to space, even.
And why do you insist on seeking them out?
feel like I have to do it. Oh, that probe again.
Is it flying near the base, within range of the control center?
Affirmative.
And?
Do you expect me to rummage through the enemy's equipment? Again?
Well, in my opinion, the more we learn while delaying our encounter with the Alliance, the better. So, what will it be, Doctor?
Agreed. I'm curious to see what it's recorded. Especially since I witnessed what happened to the convoy. The probe that patrolled the base. It's on the ground.
So it landed.
Or someone brought it down. The recorder's been emptied. There's no data. It's completely clean.
Should have checked it right away. Now we'll never know what it recorded.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. But it doesn't matter anymore.
Because you want to talk to the Alliance, don't you?
They're the best source of information, Astrogator. I could have spent countless days in this base and still not discovered their hideout. And it's right above my head. All I needed to do was look up.
So this means there's a view of the entire base from up there.
I'll confirm when I get there. But I know what's on your mind, sir. I could have been under surveillance ever since I arrived here.
Don't turn off your tracker. Maybe it'll give you a slight advantage before meeting them. Yasna!
I'm all right. I'm almost there.
Perhaps it's the last moment to go back.
And do what? As far as I remember, we ran out of options here.
It's just, if I were you,
With all due respect, Astrogator, it is me being stuck on this surface. So if you let me, I'll take my chances. And I will find the man. That view. It made the climb worth it already.
so you're on top.
Yes,
Activity within radius?
I heard no beeps. I see no dots. Shit! How?
What?
I found him.
Very well. Now keep your distance and be careful.
It's too late.
What? I can't hear you.
It's too late to keep...
Yes, now what is it? Why is it too late? Jasna, speak to me.
He's looking for others. He's...
You. What have you done?
Shit! He found you too.
Why?
And he's blaming us.
What did it gain you?
That's not good.
It's his planet. I'm trapped here too.
Get up.
So much for talking.
Jasna, don't provoke him.
If you would just listen to me for one moment.
I said get up.
You don't need to be afraid. I come in peace.
Oh, save it. I guarantee you'll have time to talk later.
What a...
Just keep your mouth shut. For your own good.
Okay, stay calm. He's going to lead you to his superiors, which is good in theory. Well...
Wait. Don't move. You didn't even spare the Arctan. Got some nerve to unleash such murderous shit. Hey, don't turn around.
You're a scientist, just like me.
Jasna, what are you
You
doing?
don't shoot at people.
Shoot. He has a gun.
I'm a technician, smartass. Firearms or chemical weapons. What's the difference? Same outcome.
Look, I know that people have died. Your comrades. But you have to understand.
I don't know what you want with us. You will answer to the Astrogator. He will determine whether there's room for understanding.
That's right,
It's
obviously.
really not necessary.
But if you try anything, I'll do it. I'll shoot you.
Jasna, I don't know what you're trying to do, but he sounds serious. There has to be a way.
Take it easy, please. I'll handle him.
Huh? What are you babbling on about?
You have a death wish? Only short answers from now on. I'll ask the questions and you'll answer with a short yes or no if you think it's safe to do so. Or some code. Maybe grunts. Do you understand? Do as you see fit. I'll help as best I can. Is there anyone else? Apart from him?
Uh-huh.
So he's not alone. Are others close by?
Start, damn it.
Nuh-uh.
Got it. That's why I can't hear the...
Nuh-uh.
No? Not because of that. So there's a person who...
Nuh-uh.
Not A person.
When it rains, it pours, huh?
That's surprising. Do you have some alien there? Oh, of course not.
Nuh-uh.
Got it, of course not. That's why I'm betting on a humanoid robot. The Electrobots have already been phased out, so it must be one of the Arctans. A model with a small head pressed into the body. One of those so-called porters. Theoretically harmless, but due to its tremendous strength and potential reprogramming, you best be careful around it.
Come on.
Do you want to tell me something about this man? Something about his appearance, maybe? Does it concern his outfit? Which part?
Oh, you just had to...
Legs? Torso? Head? Hands? It's about his hands.
Nuh-uh.
Must have misheard. Let's try again. Does it concern
Work already.
legs? Torso? Head? It's about his torso?
Nuh-uh.
Still no. This won't work. This man has something very specific about him, but I'm not going to be able to figure out what.
It works. Let's go. Break time's over.
I can hear something's happening.
Keep it up. Straight ahead.
And where is he taking you? Do you think you could ask?
Where are you taking me?
You came here yourself. So what are you expecting, huh?
Don't risk it. Let it go.
Judging by the accessibility of this place, it's some kind of secret location. A base carved into the rock.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna be fucking disappointed.
There you have it.
This is why you're here? First the attack and now espionage? You dogs. You've got no honor.
Jasna, I'm losing you. The signal is getting weaker. Wherever he's leading you, we won't be...
Get in.
Go, Jasna. Stay calm.
I don't want to.
Go.
Jasna, I'm here. I'll do everything in my...
Sit here. And don't you dare move. I have something for you. That's even more than we need. It's for your safety. I'm glad to see you guys too. What about our friend? Still cranky? I've always thought the speleologists weren't exactly the funny types. Although Spliskus the speleologist sounds pretty damn hilarious. Come on, you must be hungry. One for you. And one for Spliskus. I'll pass for now. Wouldn't be able to swallow anything anyway. Spliskus, my friend. It's just me. Take it easy. You're safe. But you have to eat something to have strength. Oh, gee. Don't do that. It's tasty. Eat. Come on, eat. Did you like it? Very nice. A few more. Unfortunately, I don't have any good news. I've searched the caves. I know Dr. Magdov went down there. If only you could tell me which cave she worked in. Maybe it would be easier then. If only you could. Zebulon has also gone missing without a trace. I don't even know where to look. And the whole convoy crew. I'll go there tomorrow. Maybe by then, with reinforcements. And it went smoothly. And he objected so much.
Poor you. What's gonna happen to you?
Lendor, comrade. Don't be fooled. She's not our friend. She's responsible for all this.
You don't know who I am, and you don't listen.
She's lying too. Sorry, I need to restrap you. I'll be broadcasting. And you, mind your own business. Hello, Bridge. Rohitra speaking.
Rohitra.
Can you hear me? Over. You're still not getting through. This is an urgent announcement. It's the 26th day of the mission, 1300 hours, 42 minutes. I am reporting the presence of Commonwealth units on the surface of the planet. I have arrested one person. It's a woman, unarmed. I haven't noticed any other people or other units nearby, but this person was in active radio contact. I'm requesting backup. Over and out. Hey, Milos. Hope you're still in range. Listen, the Commonwealthers are here. I have one of them, a woman. She was talking to someone on the radio, but I didn't see anyone around. I see what you're doing.
I just wanted to sit more comfortably.
Yeah, sure. Better get comfortable with discomfort. We'll sit around for a while.
My name's Yasna.
Not that I'm asking.
You're Rohitra, right? I work as an astrobiologist.
Rather as a spy. Don't eavesdrop on me, Yasna. Don't talk to me.
I just wanted to ask.
Don't ask.
So what now? Talk to the wall?
I'm not prohibiting you from doing that. Yet.
You've been camping here long? Are you shielding yourself from the flies?
From what?
Flies? You named them that yourself. I mean, the Alliance did.
Seems to me that the commanding staff will have a lot to talk to you about. Fortunately, I don't have to.
Do you have air filters here? Did you know there's methane in the atmosphere?
I know. These tanks are a temporary solution.
I suppose you often go out for supplies.
You won't stop talking, will you?
Well, there's nothing else to do on this wretched planet.
True that. We've been waiting for backup for more than a day. They should be here soon. So I advise you not to have any stupid ideas.
A day? Not a month, or even 2.
Why would I lie to you? You were the one who wanted to talk, not me.
But that can't be true. You are rather unkempt.
Men wear beards, you know?
Wait, Condor?
Condor what?
You? Are you from Condor's crew?
Yeah, so?
It doesn't make any sense.
Here we can agree. You're talking complete nonsense. What do you mean? How come that's such a revelation?
This is your flagship. If we'd known there was a ship of this class here, we would never have landed on Regis 3. That was not our mission.
There you go. Will you finally admit what you were up to here?
I'm from the Dragonfly, a small research unit. Our actual mission was coming to an end. We were on our way back when intelligence intercepted information about your ship.
Did they really send you to spy on us?
You could say so. We were supposed to seize this opportunity to surpass your research.
Then they led you on a wild goose chase. We didn't even have any research plan. We landed due to a malfunction in the main core. The work dragged on for so long the scientists were given permission to study the planet. They couldn't sit still in one damn place. That's all.
Fuck. Nothing adds up. But I know what's wrong with your comrades. The same thing happened to our people.
How many of you were there?
6 people. Only 2 of which are still unharmed.
Including you.
Me and our astrogator.
Is he around here too?
I'm the only one left on the surface.
So... not many.
I told you, we're a simple unit. Here's the rest. Gorski, a cyberneticist, a golden child. Serious beyond his years, yet full of youthful curiosity. He miraculously survived. I gave him my oxygen. Then the lander picked him up. Now I don't even know what state he's in.
That doesn't sound like a miracle to me.
Huh? What?
You saved him, not some dumb luck.
Marit, a geologist. Her mind's as sharp as a razor. She's tough on stupidity like no other. She was a dear friend of mine. Krauter, a chemist. Second in rank to astrogator. What happened to his mind is tragic. Knowledge was everything to him. So, he lost...
Everything.
Yes. Koval, our physicist. He's unresponsive now. Always had a gentle nature to him, and a rather peculiar sense of humor.
Show them to me. There were more of us. Much more. Milos left for Condor with the survivors. Those who were unable to do anything, really. I stayed to see if anyone else survived. And so we wait. What a shame.
Do you smoke?
I would if I hadn't run out.
Here.
Oh, Lems. That's a good brand.
Koval always smoked them.
Fine. Let me tell you something. Something you won't like.
Oh? I'm listening.
My blaster doesn't work. I destroyed its power supply myself.
What?
I don't want to kill anyone. Ever again. I'd rather not remember it, you know?
So, you've killed before?
This one time. One too many. was the last time you had something to drink?
The last time? I don't even remember.
Thought so. It's water. Local, but treated. Go ahead. You must be thirsty after everything you've been through.
Thank you. Oh, I needed that.
Me too. Been silent for nearly 2 whole seconds.
Very funny.
Do you really know what's wrong with them?
I know what caused it. And how. This planet is inhabited by microbots that your scientists have called flies. Millions of microbots. A real cloud.
What?
A cloud of flies, which can literally erase the human mind. Wash away all memories.
That sounds... Can you prove it somehow?
You'll find everything in my journal. The course of events. Pictures of the cloud. Should I throw it?
No, that's enough throwing. We'll do as follows. I'll give that astrogator of yours a message letting him know you're alive. Then I'll read your journal, and in the meantime, you will get some rest. You've been through a lot. Take my bedroll if you want.
I think I've rested long enough. Okay, take it easy. Rahitra, you don't mind if I play with your probe? Well, no answer is also an answer. Oh, that's why he was expecting me. A sedative? Does he serve it to them in the food? Or does he take it himself? I've gone over everything in that area. The antenna must be outside. Rahitra, are you sleeping? I'll take that as a yes. Oh, I've already been there.
You. How did you get here? The Commonwealth. What are you doing here?
Take it easy, Rahitra. It's me, Yasna.
I do not know any... Hang on. How do you know my name?
For crying out loud, we met yesterday. You really don't remember?
Is this some new trick of yours? Damn Commonwealthers. Go on, answer me.
Put that thing away. We both know the blaster doesn't work. You told me about it yourself. And about the man you killed with it.
Fuck.
I know that you're waiting for help from the Condor. Doing everything you can to take care of Spluskus and Lendor. I know what's wrong with them, and I'm guessing something similar might have happened to you.
Can you somehow...
Let me finish. You have my journal. Everything is in there.
Are you talking about this?
Yes. Read it. And I'll wait some more. So, have you read everything?
I've read enough. Take it.
Hey, it's going to be fine. We'll make it.
You're Dr. Yasna, right?
Yasna is enough.
Okay, Yasna. I have a favor to ask. Someone needs to go and find Milos. If that cloud really damaged my mind, then we don't know how much time has passed. In fact, I don't know anything anymore. I'm worried he's not back yet.
Don't worry. I was thinking the same thing. I'll leave right now. And you wait here with the guys.
Thank you. There's a rover down below. You must use another exit. A hidden one, so to speak. It's over here, behind me. Go ahead. I know it looks... Good luck, Doc. Yes.
Shit. That was... He was... I don't know. I've got to tell Novik everything. Whoa. That is one big pile. Base, come in.
Yes, sir. Good to hear from you. I admit that man's message fell short of reassuring me. Of those reinforcements he spoke of arrived. I tried to intercept their response. To no avail.
Nothing like that happened. There's something off with those people, Astrogator. I mean, more than I expected.
Are you talking about reinforcements, or have you met anyone else?
There were 2 more men with him. Completely wiped out.
Well, that doesn't surprise me.
Rahitra, on the other hand.
Yes, Doctor?
He has some brain damage. When he woke up, not only had he completely forgotten our conversation, he couldn't even remember me. I'm not quite sure what's wrong with him, but he does everything he can to take good care of the other 2.
I see.
Oh, I haven't told you the most important thing. Condor's here.
Condor?
Yes. HQ messed everything up. It was Condor that was flying to Regis 3. not the Invincible. And that was some time ago. I'm following the transport that was headed there. We need to get to the bottom of this insane story.
Excuse my blunt language, Yasna, but I'm going to beat the living shit out of our spies.
I'm counting on it, Astrogator.
Wondering what it's called doing here.
Rahitra claimed they stopped here because of some kind of breakdown. Nothing more.
Do you believe it, Yasna?
He might not have told me everything. He agreed to cooperate, which doesn't mean that we suddenly became best of friends. Besides, his memories are uncertain, generally speaking.
Go on. He started broadcasting. I'm intercepting his transmission. Please listen.
Milos, I don't know if you're there anymore. I sent someone for you. You won't believe it. She's a member of the Commonwealth. And she's... all right. I suppose we can trust her. Probably even more than I can trust myself. But never mind. I'd just like to believe she'll find you alive. Over and out.
Yasna, given the circumstances, I wouldn't count on...
I know, but I promised to do it, so I will. Besides, he'll only leave when he's certain that reinforcement... I've driven to the place where they were stationed before they set up the base.
Do you want to stop?
Okay. Maybe I'll find something worthwhile. There's several Arctons here.
Are they still working?
Yes. I wonder for how long.
Hey, Milos, come in.
I'm using an open
Hearing
channel
you,
to
Rahitra.
broadcast.
Over. How's it going?
Are you
No
receiving
obstacles
this,
so far.
Astrogator?
Affirmative.
Milos, what do you think? What's gonna happen now? I have no idea. I've never seen anything like this before. Perhaps the higher-ups can do something. Hey, Morrow! Sit down! I wish we had secured them better. But back to the matter. Have you found anyone else? One working Arctan so far. Several probes also seem to... People, Rahitra. Only people matter. I know. The Arctan will help me look for them. I'm going away for a while. I stopped at the old excavations. I'll look for Pepsol. All right. I'll check the base again. Over and out. Rahitra, come in. I'm moving on. About Pepsol. There's nothing we can do for him anymore. Over now. Hey, Milos. I hope you're still within reach. Listen, the Commonwealthers are here. I have one of them, a woman. I doubt she was alone, but I didn't see anyone else. I've already broadcast to the base. Just come back soon. I'm closing the channel. Talk to you later.
Okay, I think that's enough sightseeing for me. If Milos kept going, so should I.
Agreed.
Sometimes I think we don't stand a chance.
What are you talking about?
About us, Astrogator. Humans. Biological organisms. All this so-called life is so fragile compared to the lifelessness of machines.
So you found more bodies.
One.
Is it Milos?
No. Someone else.
Well, you can't help him anymore. But there are still people who are alive and need you. Let's not forget about them. As you said yourself, Doctor. Please keep going.
Time seems to be slipping through my fingers like sand. There's a problem.
I'm listening.
The route they took is blocked by a force field. There must be an Energobot somewhere, but I don't know if I can get to it.
Maybe you can go around the field.
I'll check. Although... boulders are blocking the way, so even if I turn the force field off, we still can't proceed. It's pretty narrow here. The route is blocked all the way across. Even if I find a way, I'll have to continue without the rover.
Wouldn't make much sense. Please keep looking.
transporter. They're here. It's standing still, in front of the force field.
Is that Milos convoy?
I'll confirm. There's someone inside. More than one. Two.
And they're all in the transporter? Ready yourself for the worst, Doctor.
I am ready. I'm going in. Well, actually, I'm squeezing in. Still, no one here. They must be in the back. The door won't budge. Power's off. Moment of truth. It's on.
Did the door open?
Not exactly. The inner door is still locked, and the outer door is just shut. I repeat, now all doors... Wait! The back door opened. Oh. No.
What?
This vehicle. It's a coffin, sir. A mass grave. They were all crammed in here. In the heat and darkness, with no chance of understanding what's going on.
Terrible death. I'm sorry you have to see that.
The number of registers, 428. Playing in broadcast mode.
You found more of those?
No. It started automatically.
Hello, Condor. This is Rohitra speaking. It's day 26, time 8:05. I'm continuing my search for the missing crew. I've checked the excavation area. I've yet to find others. Come here as soon as possible. We need backup. Over and out. Hello, Condor. This is Rohitra speaking. It's day 26. Time is 8:05.
Are you hearing this, sir?
I'm still searching for the missing crew. I've checked the
He's
excavation area.
repeating himself.
There was no
The
one else.
recordings, they're slightly different.
Comfort.
That he has memory loss, we already know. What strikes me, however,
Hello,
is the scale of
Condor.
it.
This is Rohitra.
If all these recordings have
Day
the same
26.
content,
He's
Time
been here for far too long.
8:06.
Far too long not to
Returning
receive help from
the
Conto.
excavation site. I was looking for others.
Nobody will come.
They were no longer there.
I'm afraid there's
I'll
not a
continue
soul
my
here.
search. We're
On this
waiting
damned
for your
planet.
support.
Except for the three in the cave.
Come back,
Yes,
will you?
I have a request.
Over and out.
I'm listening.
Hello.
let's skip
Condor.
listening to the rest of the
This is
recordings.
Rohitra.
Can you stop them?
It's
No
day
way.
26.
I'm not going
time
back there.
8:06.
Well,
I've
let's change
returned
the channel.
from
One
the
notch up.
excavation
That
site.
I can do.
I was looking
All
for
right.
others.
Talk to you in a second.
They were no longer there.
Ah, much better.
Agreed.
I found a direct route. I'll be in the hill soon. Okay, buddy. Where are you hiding? He's near.
Yasta, back already.
I found Milos.
So quickly. Where are they? Tell me what's going on.
Yes, sir. You have to tell us.
Calm down. I'll tell you everything. Maybe you should sit.
Come on, talk to me. I don't want to sit down.
The cloud got to them. Not far from here.
We have to get them out of there. Help them.
Rahitra, you wanted me to speak, so hear me out. It happened a very long time ago. They're all dead. Nobody came for them. I don't think there's anyone alive there anymore. On Condor or anywhere else.
What are you talking about?
Every night, you forget about the events that happened after the Cloud's attack.
I may be forgetting things. You've already proven that to me, but I can't have forgotten that much.
You've been in this condition for a very long time.
How long? How long have I been like this?
428 days. At least, that's how many times you've broadcast your morning message to Milos.
What the fuck? No! That's impossible!
I'm sorry to bring such news,
Doctor,
but I want to help. You don't have to wait any longer.
hate to interrupt, but we have a problem. The cloud is coming.
Right now.
Yes, it's closing in on you. Hurry, Yasta.
Copy that.
Is that one of yours? What does he want?
It's our astrogator. He's warning us of the approaching cloud. Quick, get us to the hideout. Now, move!
Can it get through the force field?
Hey, hey! What are you trying to do?
I'm done waiting. There's no need to anymore. There's no one left to look for. All that's left is revenge.
Astrogator, I think he wants to fight.
What a fool. Can't you stop him somehow? You'll cause trouble for both of you.
I don't think so. He's already opened the field.
I see. Can't lead him, join him. You have a much better chance of survival if you stick together.
Hey, Yasta!
What's this?
You familiar with the energy transformation of Dirac emitters? Thought so.
The emitter's energy system isn't
Here,
that
take it. You can help. By shooting. I'll take care of maintaining the force field. When you aim, wait for the green light. Then you can take the shot. The device is connected to 3 combat machines.
Okay. Sounds simple.
Check, check.
Hey, over.
Let's stay in touch.
Copy that.
It's getting closer.
I don't see it.
Soon it'll be within range of the guns. It's coming from the east, over the hill.
Affirmative. I see it. Damned flies.
Fly, power, 60%.
What? this fight. So fight! Shrinking. Do something about it, will you? Rahitra, are you there? What's going on with you? Fuck. You've got to be kidding. Stay in touch, yeah? Huh. Good one. You could warn me before you bugger off someplace. Where are you? Where the hell have you been?
I had to secure my people.
We can't stay here anymore. It's too exposed. We have to run.
But where?
Isn't it obvious? Condor.
What are you gonna do?
We'll send the Cyclops out to fight.
Cyclops? That's a code name for...
It's more of a moniker. We're an 80-ton machine with firepower exceeding all Antimates combined. We usually use it in conditions of high radiation contamination, enormous pressures and temperatures. Due to the interference of the force field, it floats several feet above the ground. So it doesn't depend on the surface. In addition to the Dirac force field, it has an antimatter spherical blaster.
But I hope you're right. Because I've heard about your power more than once. And all I see is one defeat after another.
In this case, Gasta, it's not just empty boasting. Sending the Cyclops somewhere is like giving the task to the devil himself. Look, I've given you a simple choice, Gasta. Are you going or not?
Go where there could be water, medicine, resources, or stay here to die. Wow, such a hard choice. I won't regret it. Too bad you didn't mention earlier that you had a working saucer. But we could fly to Condor right away. Or even into orbit.
Working is a big word. It's just a tin can with a couple of sputtering engines. Controlling it technically doesn't work.
Somehow it does not surprise me. Let's fly.
Just a minute. I'm waiting for the force field to shut down, which should be soon.
Hold on, was it? He's not here.
Rehitra? He took his men to the ship. They're inside now.
How do you know all this?
Well, I heard him talking to them. To you.
Didn't he notice I wasn't responding?
Yes, he did. He said he'd be back.
If he expected me to wait here, he's sorely mistaken. Wow. It's impressive.
The Condor?
Yes,
It looked majestic in the pictures.
in real life too. I think I know where Rehitra is.
It's to be expected that we'll lose communications as soon as you enter the cargo bay.
Sure thing. So many tons of steel.
Indeed. You'll have to establish a connection using one of the devices on the ship. I'm sure you'll find one in the command bridge.
I'll find that radio. No worries. So that's their marvel of military technology. Rehitra wastes no time.
Is it attacking already?
For now, he's only released the Cyclops, as they call it.
The hell is he thinking?
It's floating majestically, 3 meters above the ground.
Ah. What does it look like? Must admit that I haven't seen any pictures of the Cyclops. The Alliance tried to keep its existence a secret, so there are a lot of unsubstantiated legends about it.
It's big. Bigger than a transporter. Its launchers are hidden for now. But for some reason, it gives off such an unsettling impression.
Does it make any sounds?
No. It's big and quiet.
Well, if only we could get hold of its blueprints.
This is hardly the time, Astrogator.
Yes, another time. I need to focus on finding Rehitra, suppress his warlike tendencies. There's one more thing, Yasna. And this is important. I'll be able to confirm it in a while, but so far everything indicates
What is it, Astrogator?
headquarters were right about the Invincible. It's actually flying here. If I'm reading the message correctly, they'll be here in a few days. They're looking for the missing Condor. And they have no idea of the danger.
Everything makes sense now. They were coming to rescue their people from the very beginning. Not to gain some imaginary advantage over us.
One doesn't exclude the other, but yes. Turns out it's mostly about the Condor.
I'm boarding. I'll talk to you soon.
After all. In vain. The elevator won't start without a card. I can't give you mine, so...
Hey, Are you sure you can't help me somehow?
What are you muttering? I can't hear you clearly.
Rahitra, come on, don't be silly.
Over and out.
Rahitra. Ugh. It's a one-way trip. Whether you like it or not, I'm coming to you, Rahitra. Okay. Not quite at the bridge yet, but I'm getting closer. Much closer, Rahitra. It must be the medical wing. Surprisingly, everything's still running. Was Rahitra here? Different sections. Different elevator cards? They really overdo it with the security measures around here. I guess I still have some time to look around. They considered even the most absurd forms of protection against a cloud. And I don't blame them. Is that why the flies didn't wipe out all of my memory? Because I fell into a natural stupor. It makes some sense, I guess. So apparently there's hope. We can... No. Wait. The memories won't come back. So much for the hope. Richard must have given them something to calm them down. As he did in a hideout. This soporific could be useful, although I prefer not to have to use it. He couldn't get out. Poor bastard. Someone tried to eat soap.
So,
Were you deliberately trying to slow me down?
I didn't design these elevators, if that's what you're asking.
No, that's not it. You can clearly control them, but... Never mind.
Dirac field, ready to activate. Spherical thrower, anti-protons.
Rahitra!
Here, now that you're here, why don't you help me?
With what?
With the probes. They're over the battlefield. I do have visuals from the Cyclops here, but I can't do everything on my own. Oh, wait. Activity's increasing. They're coming. Are you helping or not? Come on, Yasna. It's about to start. I can't wait any longer.
But why, Rahitra? What for?
I'm aware that I may lose communications. The Cyclops won't stop fighting, but I'll lose visuals. You understand?
That's not what I asked.
Yasna, make a decision. Here and now. Come on. How's it gonna be?
No. You're on your own. I'm gonna call my commander.
Fine, suit yourself. Just don't disturb me.
Where can I find...
You can handle it.
Condor, over. Astrogator Novik speaking. The IC Dragonfly Unit Commander. Condor, are you there? I see you're picking up the signal.
Astrogator, it's me. I made it to the Condor's bridge.
What about Rahitra?
He's here with me.
Has it slowed down at all?
On the contrary, there's gonna be direct conflict. Any moment now.
That's not good. May I suggest you...
Did you hear that?
Yes, yes.
It's hard not to.
Oh, what a fucking mess. I must check on him.
Copy that. Awaiting contact.
Rahitra? What's going on?
I don't understand. It was going so well.
Is it over now?
The field held? It got so many of them. It's gone completely mad. Now it's wandering around aimlessly.
Sounds familiar. They look enraged. Listen, I connected with my astrogator. We need to talk about what's next.
I won't leave it like this. I guarantee you.
Rahitra, your men are on their way here. On the Invincible.
I've heard that before.
Turns out it was true all along. They're flying here. Do you hear me? We'll sort everything out.
So, Horpak is flying here with company? What an honor. And when will they arrive, if I may ask?
We anticipate they'll arrive in a few days.
A few days? That's a lot of time for me.
I realize. We'll come back to that. But let me go back to the radio. I'll return soon. I'm back. The fight is over.
Well, I think I know the outcome. I'm registering increased activity from the cloud.
Yes. A complete fiasco.
This was to be expected. You didn't expect the attack to succeed, did you?
Did you get confirmation of the Invincible's arrival?
Yes, they're very close.
When will they get here?
Soon.
Could you be a bit more specific?
Yasna, I have the impression you're the one in a rush now. I don't know exactly. A few days tops. Can I talk to him now? With Rohitra?
Okay. I'm switching you to the bridge. He should be able to hear you now.
Hello, Condor. This is Astrogator Novik, commander of the IC Dragonfly ship. I repeat, this is Astrogator Novik to the crew of the USCA Condor cruiser. Please come in.
Could you stop with all these? Rohitra, Engineer Rohitra. Among our crew, I'm the last man standing, so to speak, which I guess makes me commander. Who would have thought?
In that case, I'm making an official request to join our forces, to prevent the danger that threatens both sides.
Oh, enough, Novik. That's enough. I agree, officially, and all that jazz. We're already taking steps to eliminate the threat. So far, however, your crew has not been cooperative. Anyway, we stopped playing defense and took the fight to them. The Cloud suffered significant losses. As a counterattack, though, it disrupted our communications.
Playing defense sounds a lot better than we're getting our asses kicked.
Doctor, not now, please.
No, it's true. Fighting against the Cloud is exceptionally difficult. But any opponent can be defeated. All it takes is the right tool.
Meaning what exactly? Let me remind you that we're dealing with a dispersed entity whose technological prowess is still unknown. And it has so far destabilized every machine sent its way. Even the most specialized ones.
That's why I'll keep it simple this time. No electro brains, no memory, only pure energy.
You still haven't answered me, Rohitra. Please, just tell me straight. What?
I'm arming the charges.
Arming what? Explosives? Cluster munitions?
Hydrogen.
What? Rohitra? Are you serious?
Damn right. I won't leave all this unresolved.
How many warheads do you have?
54. From 30 kilos to 100 megatons.
Oh. That's quite an arsenal. Over the top, I'd say.
We really do have enough power.
That's an understatement, Doctor. And a man of energy could rip the planet to pieces.
I'm not an idiot. I won't send everything at once. I'm preparing 8 smaller warheads to start with.
And then?
We'll see.
Are you sure this is a good idea, Rohitra?
Listen, Yasna, I know how it must look to you. A hot-headed guy from the Alliance who wants to use nukes. But put yourself in my shoes. I have 24 hours tops of complete situational awareness. I'm taking action here and now based on my best judgment. I don't know what will happen later. Where will I wake up? In what condition? So I'm going to avenge my people before that happens and ensure the safety of those who survived. They all deserve better than this. I know you understand. You're like me. You would do anything for your crew.
I understand how you feel. But you can't approach this problem in terms of revenge. We are dealing with creations of necro-evolution. Dead evolution. And probably non-sentient ones. Taking revenge on the Cloud is like...
Whipping the ocean for sinking a ship?
Exactly. Like Xerxes. We won't gain anything from a mindless attack. On the other hand, knowledge about these creations may turn out to be crucial in helping their victims. In helping you, Rohitra.
My memory, you could...
It's possible.
Well, thank you.
What for? I haven't done anything.
For reminding me of my mom. But as long as the Cloud is a threat to others, my condition comes second.
You, Rohitra, are still reasoning as though we were standing face to face with a thinking opponent. What if these beings are not our enemy at all?
Oh, good one. Are you forgetting how many of us they've already killed?
I will never forget Rahitra. Still, I can't help feeling that they operate without any strategic plan. They attack from one incident to another. They're non-sentient, as the doctor put it.
So what, they're stupid? And that's why they can't be hostile? It's absolute nonsense.
Well, it could be. Yes, sir. What do you think?
They're not stupid or hostile, but rather programmed to react to radio waves, to brain waves.
How?
They're breaking down communications to thwart the exchange of information.
So... they see no difference between a man and a machine? They take our brains for transmitters. That's why they're attacking us?
Exactly.
Wait, what species are you talking about?
Dr. Yasna found various traces of conflict, lasting for hundreds of thousands of generations.
Oh, they certainly competed with the local fauna. We've seen fish that evolved to sense electromagnetic fields. And underground, I found fossils of lizard-like reptiles. Some of them must have been predatory.
Well, I find it hard to believe that any prehistoric reptiles would possess our level of technology, not to mention an arsenal.
Well, they wouldn't have. But there were other machines here as well.
Other machines? I don't buy it. It's like some robot fables.
No, Rachel, these are no fables. We have gathered evidence for all this.
How did these machines even get here? Who built them?
Probably some alien race. Highly evolved. It all adds up if we assume they crashed on Regis 3. But not even a single living organism survived the accident. Only machines were left.
And then what? They started bashing in each other's tin heads? Doesn't make much sense to me. Machines don't have emotions. They don't argue.
First things first. Millions of years ago, some highly advanced race sent machines to Regis 3. And these were specialized homeostatic mechanisms, left with no one to command them. As an engineer, you know well how it is. A robot does what it needs to do, whether it serves someone or not. At first, they probably just repaired themselves, or built a home for their dead masters.
Until something forced them to change.
Exactly. Certain types of predator eat anything that moves. So I'm betting they were attacked by local fauna. The key was that these machines had the ability to produce others as needed. To combat, say, flying reptiles, they started producing flying machines.
That still doesn't explain why they started fighting among themselves. Since they already defeated the living organisms, why keep producing themselves? It makes no sense.
What's a guiding principle of a homeostat?
I don't...
That was a rhetorical question. It's all about survival in changing conditions, even the harshest ones. Further forms of necroevolution were no longer threatened by the local fauna, but they had to find sources of energy and materials from which they could produce replacement parts and offspring. Originally, their descendants were undoubtedly powered by radiant radiation. But on Regis, there are no radioactive elements at all.
Sounds familiar. When the energy runs out, you have to wheel and deal.
Yes, the default source wasn't available anywhere. So they had to look for an alternative. There was a severe energy crisis and a conflict among the machines. Simply put, they fought to survive. Exist. That's what evolution is all about. About selection.
Wait, Doctor. We've established that these beings are mindless. Shouldn't the organisms with the most developed nervous systems win the game of evolution? In this case, instead of a nervous system, there was some kind of electrical one, but the principle remains the same.
Not exactly, sir. The most advanced of the mechanisms that landed here derived energy from their own radioactive resources. Simpler devices such as small repair systems could have had solar panels. And in that case, would have had a significant advantage over the others.
But the other ones could defend themselves. They could attack.
With atomic power. Yes, that's possible, but I see it differently. In necroevolution, the most successful beings were those that excelled in miniaturization above all else. Also, the sedentary creations, the former gave rise to the cloud, which the flies form when necessary in pursuit of a common interest. Meanwhile, the sedentary ones gave rise to a peculiar species of metallic vegetation. Those structures formed the city.
So, it's still functional?
No. For some reason, the city lost a fight for survival. And now, there are only rusting remains. Only one form survived. The microbots that conquered the land on Regis III.
So, these flies just adapted best.
To the conditions of this planet. Yes, that's how it works.
So, to summarize, some alien race sent advanced robots to Regis 3. Local dinosaur-like monsters tried to eat them, so the robots produced other robots, which produced more and more robots, until they fell victim to their own overproduction. After a number of iterations and wars for resources, they spat out the murderous cloud, which took over the planet.
Indeed. To put it simply,
For me, the matter is perfectly clear. It makes no sense to bomb these creatures. I'll even say it's a greater danger to us than to them.
But how else do you imagine defeating the cloud?
But that's the thing. I don't. It's invincible. Yes, sir. Do you agree?
Well,
yeah. I very much agree. Another attack would make no difference. Just a few flies are enough for the cloud to regenerate.
what if we destroy their nests?
No, Ritra. Unless we want to destroy the entire planet, it's impossible to eliminate them all. And even then, there's no guarantee they would die in space. After all, the flies need no air, water, or food, only solar energy.
But what else can we do, if not attack?
We can leave this place and never come back. We have a lander.
Sorry, but I'm not going anywhere. You, on the other hand? I'm surprised you didn't evacuate already.
Well, I had to make sure you won't do something you'll deeply regret.
Let's drop it, all right? Further discussion is pointless. The charges are almost ready.
Rahitra, for fuck's sake, be reasonable.
You won't stand down, will you?
An escalatory solution won't work. Will only needlessly draw the cloud's attention. And I won't have you endanger my subordinate.
Oh, good one. I wasn't the one who sent her to the surface of this shithole of a planet.
Yes, I admit. We've all made mistakes. Rahitra? Rahitra, over.
He won't answer you, sir. Not anymore.
Oh. Did you neutralize him?
I put him to sleep. It's cruel, I know. He will forget everything. All over again.
No, you did the right thing. He wasn't listening to reason. Would have blown everything up. Most likely along with the both of you. You've actually saved his life.
It doesn't matter anymore. I want to leave as soon as possible, Astrogator. Leave the Alliance, the flies, this planet. Leave it all behind.
I'm already preparing the lander. One more thing. As far as I know, there's a landing pad on the bow of the Condor. You must open it somehow, so that I have a place to land Hopper.
Give me a moment, sir. Maybe next time Rahitra will understand why I did what I did.
Next time? You're not thinking of waking him up, are you?
No. But I'll leave him my journal. I know it's highly irregular to present one's discoveries to another faction.
Relax, Yasna. I don't blame you. There are no factions on Regis 3, only people. All equally defeated.
Good luck. And I'm sorry. Done. I'm ready to look for the landing pad control.
All right, I'll wait.
Okay, got it. Everything's ready, Astrogator.
Copy that. Hopper is on its way.
It's hard to believe I'm finally gonna leave this place.
Yasna, can you hear me?
Yes, we've reconnected.
Great. Hopper is just landing.
Wow, already?
It went smoothly. The landing pad is generous in proportion.
Like everything here. Hey, I can see Hopper. I can't believe I'm finally coming back to you.
I'm very happy to hear it, Yasna.
Me too, it's just... It was such a long and difficult mission.
Are you ready?
I'll just close the hatch and...
And what?
It's nothing. I'm gonna buckle up now. Ready.
Copy that. Hopper is taking off in 3, 2, 1.